Oh, what is up everyone? This is OJ over here from PlayerEssence and welcome to another PE Nintendo Switch video. There is a bunch of news today. Twitter just kind of went off, from Zelda to the actual carts of the game, region-free, voice chat, Mother 3, there is so much stuff to go over, but let's go ahead and jump right in. So NeoGAF member Stealth, who does have some sources and who was very right about the Nintendo Switch pertaining to how it was going to be before it was revealed, has talked about some stuff, and he wasn't really leaking anything before. He usually just talks about RPGs and things like that on Twitter, but he decided that he was going to reveal some information for us today. Now it is 100% rumor because it is not confirmed from Nintendo at this point, but Stealth, if you've seen him on Twitter and you know him on NeoGAF, he is not the one to lie about things. He's just not the one to make stuff up. So I'm not going to say I 100% believe everything, but it's a highly likely that what he's saying here, especially because nothing's too crazy, that it's actually true. So he says, quotations, "I can confirm that the Nintendo Switch is region free, the carts, which is pretty exciting for Japanese importers such as myself." So that's actually pretty cool, because one of the major issues with the Wii U, in my opinion, was the fact that it was not region free. I don't think that there's any good reason to region lock your system. You're really doing a disservice to the military, because that's the one big thing. And I do have a couple friends that are in the military that are overseas and stuff like that, but they have their American systems and it just doesn't work for them. And it's just unfortunate that Nintendo went that route. So I really like to see this, that they're fixing that, because it's one thing to be not region free, to be region locked, and then continue to have region locked systems, which Nintendo has been doing for quite some time when it came to their home consoles. But finally to realize that after pretty much the worst disaster in Nintendo main home console history, to realize that it is an error and you'll be going back to how their most successful system of all time, the Nintendo DS, which is region free, is good for Nintendo, good for us as the consumer. Took them long enough, but I'm glad that they're finally doing it. Another thing that Stealth points out as far as Pokemon Stars goes, here's what he had to say on the matter. He says, quotations, "I got confirmation that Pokemon Stars is 100% real, but will likely not be at the Switch event. Likely to see its own direct mid-2017. That does fall in line with what the Pokemon company likes to do. Pokemon Sun and Moon, and I think even Pokemon X and Y. I think both of those games were revealed at their own events, especially Sun and Moon. Like, that event that they did got me really hyped to see more of a Sun and Moon and to actually buy the game. So I think the Pokemon company is going to do their own thing with Pokemon Stars, because they want to show it off and not have to share the spotlight, because Pokemon is so big. It's pretty much Nintendo's biggest seller at this point. There's not another game that sells more than Pokemon when it comes to all the tallies up from Pokemon X, Y, all of those games. It's outselling everything. So yeah, it makes sense that the Pokemon company would do their own event for this game, because this is going to be big for the Nintendo Switch. It's going to be the first time that there's going to be a mainline Pokemon game, mainline, not made by someone else, but a mainline from the Pokemon company on a Nintendo home console. So that's going to be, that's going to be so big for Japan. It's going to explode on the media crate charts. Man, it is going to be insane. Switch sales are going to be good just because of this right here. And next we're going to go into a little bit of another rumor from Obi-Wan Plays. He has talked about his 12 days of Switchmas, where he's talking about some stuff that he has heard as far as the Nintendo Switch goes, and he has confirmed that there will be some voice chat, some form of it. Now, there is not an actual headphone jack on the Pro Controller, at least at this point it's rumored, but you will be able to plug that into the actual Nintendo Switch console and use voice chat, or there will be Bluetooth with the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. So there are going to be forms of voice chat, whether you're playing on the go via Wi-Fi or you're playing actually on your Pro Controller on your system. You're going to have voice chat either way, according to this rumor here. To me, this isn't necessarily something that's like, oh my gosh, they're going to have voice chat. The Wii U had voice chat. Nintendo just decided to limit it in every single way possible when it came to their first party games, or just not include it at all, or in limited fashions. It just wasn't set up good, whereas third parties, they had voice chat, like Mass Effect and Call of Duty. Those had voice chat in there, so it's really something that should be expected at this point, that it has voice chat. So I'm hoping that they actually have it from a system OS level, and I think that's what they're talking about here, that it is from a system OS level, not necessarily from a game-to-game software level, that you can do voice chat from the system. So you'll be able to boot up your system, you'll be able to see your friend, you'll be able to say, hey, you want to join a party or you want to join up, and then from there you can talk to each other and still play your game and still go about your business, kind of like how the Xbox 360 and the PS3 did, 10 years ago at this point. So I'm thinking Nintendo is going to go towards that line instead of what they did with the Wii U, which, like I said, the voice chat, it was there, but it was just very weird. You had to do video chat, you couldn't do anything else when you're inside that video chat app, and then from game to game basis, there was no universal voice chat app on the Wii U. Next, we have some more Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild news. So we've heard the kind of shifting momentum as far as how people are now starting to say that Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will be a launch title. And now Laura Kate Dale is also saying this: contrary to my past report on the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild release date, is 100% coming to Switch at launch in North America this March. Have seen finalized materials. Now they're still not sure about Europe just because there's some localization. I guess how many languages are going to be included at launch, because obviously Europe, there's a lot more languages than North America for the most part. So we're going to have to see on this one. It still seems like this is going to be a March launch. Just so it can get the Nintendo Switch off to a good foot. And Nintendo still hasn't confirmed any actual release date for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, so it's still 100% rumor, but it seems like based on Koro, based on what Laura K. Dale and I think Emily Rogers is even chiming in there, it seems like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will be a launch title here in North America. But the final word, remember, does come from Nintendo. And lastly, Laura Kate Dale is not done. She is saying that Mother 3 for the Virtual Console on the Nintendo Switch is coming in Q2 2017 and will be announced at the January 12th event. It seems like this is a long time coming. People have been clamoring for Mother 3. They've been clamoring for it so much. There was actually that skit that Nintendo did at one of their E3 press conferences with Reggie, and the guy was like, give us Mother 3.
Come on, Reggie, give us Mother 3! How about this instead?
So there's just been so many things with this game, and it was Toy's last game before we just decided I'm done. So I think at some point this game had to come. The fan outcry was just too much. I just think Nintendo didn't want to release it on a dead system, which was the Wii U. I think they probably had this planned for quite some time. I think it was going to be a Wii U Virtual Console game. This is just my opinion on this, but I think why put it on there when you could make a bigger splash and a bigger announcement and get more sales with a Virtual Console release on your brand new system. So I feel that's what happened, and we'll finally hear about it, because I've been hearing about this whole Mother 3 thing for a long time at this point, and to finally see it materialize, if it does, on January 12th, I'll be happy for all of those fans who really want to play that game. And I have never played Mother 3, and I actually want to play it. I hear it's a really innovative and unique RPG and fun, and it's on the Game Boy Advance, so it has some pretty good graphics as well for that type of style that they're trying to do. So I'm really looking forward to playing this game, and I'm looking forward to the announcement on January 12th. This is going to be a massive presentation with so many games, so much stuff to get hyped and excited about. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and hit that like button if you did like it. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future, and subscribe to PlayerEssence for more news, reviews, trailers, tips, and tricks, and everything in gaming. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys for the next video. Peace.